This is Guy Fieri. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the show we've been waiting for. Full of insults and insights, highlights and hot topics, bad jokes and cheap values. It's the one-stop shop for everything you don't need but gotta have. So sit down, hold on, call your boss because you're gonna be late. This is the Opie Radio Show. Oh yeah, and Carl.
This is the Opie Radio Podcast, episode 1, and I find myself in the middle of New Jersey, in the woods. I am currently on a dirt road. Yes, I got to put my seatbelt on. Rough terrain ahead, and I'm going to get Carl Ruiz, the Cuban. You might know him from the Food Network. He's Guy Fieri's very good friend. He's a star on the Food Network. Wins all the time on grocery games. And I decided if I was going to start a podcast that I wanted to do it my own way. Westwood One had such big, giant plans for me. They wanted me to have this first episode in front of a live audience with a ton of fans. They wanted me to get A-list celebrities. They wanted me to get the media there and make it a huge over-the-top event. Tim Sabean also told me that the first podcast could actually be simulcasted on the big Jumbotron in Times Square. And I told Tim Sabean and Westwood One, I said, I don't want to do any of that. I want to do it my way. So with that said, I'm on this dirt road. I'm 800 feet from Carl's cabin. There's a lot of really old-looking houses out here and barns, a lot of abandoned houses. Oh, my God, my car is just rocking back and forth. Is he really living out here? I got to get out of the car now because I honestly don't know. Wait, is that him over there? I'm now getting out of my truck, and I'm now walking up to Carl's cabin. The front door is wide open, just swinging in the wind. This is how it all begins. I got to remind myself, I used to be a big radio star, and now I'm in the middle of the woods in New Jersey, walking up to a house that looks abandoned.
Front yard.
That's your front yard?
Front yard. The parking's up there. What are you, Zsa Zsa Gabor? This is the. Do you see where my car's parked up there, where there's no grass?
I parked where the
people walk there.
I parked where the gravel is.
No, there's gravel everywhere. This is the woods.
There's no gravel everywhere. This is a
toilet paper. I gotta take out the garbage.
Where are we going with your garbage?
The truck. You can't leave the garbage here because the bears will come. They'll hump the garbage and then they'll eat your face.
You don't have garbage pickup?
You do, but you want to pet a bear every morning when you wake up?
What are you talking
There's
about?
There's giant bears here.
Do you own that too?
No, I don't own that yet.
What do you mean yet?
Well, I want to buy that one, but it's hard to get a mortgage on it because it has it's not really a septic system. I think they just shit and throw it in the grass.
So we're walking to your van to put the garbage in?
Right, and then I'll put the garbage out in the city.
So you're trying to save money on garbage pickup?
What are you talking about, save money on garbage? I'm not saving any money.
What is this? Look at all the garbage in your
That's
van.
my laundry. What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's your laundry?
Yes.
How can you tell the difference between your laundry and your garbage?
Oh, it's like talking to Donald Trump Jr. Have you ever been out here?
In the woods?
Yeah.
I've been in the woods.
You're something, Opie.
Yeah, I'm something. God forbid.
You've been here for 5 minutes. You ruined everything.
God forbid I park my car.
Hold the job because you don't respect anything.
What are you talking about? This is fun. I was telling everyone that I have to remind myself that I was a big radio star, and now I'm walking up to this. What is this? Where are you living?
Isn't this awesome? Set it up nice. I put a little Spanish candle out for you.
Is that where we're podcasting?
Yes. Look, I made look. It's got AstroTurf and everything.
I see that. You don't live here, do you?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Look, I'm drying the coal because it got wet, so I can. It's my bedroom right here. See, I got carpet at Walmart the other day.
Very nice. Bro, I have to pretty much duck, though.
What do you mean?
I'm not that tall, but the ceilings can't be more than 6.5 feet.
Well, you're taller than the average cabiner.
Yeah. Wait, is this the whole house?
This is it.
We walked 10 feet.
No, there's more there. You want to go to the West Wing? Wait, don't go in there yet. I'm cleaning.
Oh, okay. What?
You don't want to see that.
No,
I had an episode in there.
Blew up your bathroom.
A wild turkey came to the window and I made a mess out of everything.
Why would you make a mess if a wild turkey comes to your window?
And then poo everywhere.
Wait, this is your kitchen?
This is the kitchen. This is a little low, on the low side.
You think?
Yeah, you got to be careful. You hit your head. Wow, you're really... that's the equipment?
Yeah.
You're walking around with a 1988 iPod?
I got a tiny little recorder.
This is embarrassing.
Do you need help with the garbage?
No, I don't want you to do anything. Wait. You're already driving all over people's property.
Wait, we have to go back to the van with more garbage?
Take another walk to the van.
And I'm in a kitchen that can't be more than, let me think, 6 feet by maybe 10. And the ceilings in Carl's cabin is really, like, kind of low to begin with.
For me, they're normal.
What?
For me, they're normal. Normal height. Doesn't bother me at all.
Well, then you get in the kitchen, and then you got a slope. So literally on the right side of your kitchen, I can't stand.
Opie, are you a realtor? You're literally describing my house. It's not for sale.
But you got to make this stuff visual.
I understand. You want to make something visual? Tell them about that little pacemaker you're walking around with a microphone.
Look how old it is.
Oh, my God.
We used to be in a state-of-the-art studio, and now I'm walking...
Sabian steal that from Gary Dell'Abate in 88?
Tim is so mad at me because I was saying in the car when I started this thing that Westwood One had like big plans for us. They're like, okay, your first episode, we want it in front of a live audience, in front of all your screaming fans. They're gonna be so excited to see you. And then I want you to call all your A-list, friends, and we'll just stack the lineup with all these celebrities, and we'll call the media and make sure they're there filming the whole thing. And then Westwood One tells me that they have such connections that they can put our first episode of the podcast on the Jumbotron in Times Square.
This all sounds like it's not true. Because you're at my cabin.
No, that's my point, though. So I go, Tim, man, that all sounds good, but you got to let me do it my way. And this is my way. What do you think?
I think it's an awful idea.
You don't like the idea?
I like the idea. It's fun. It's great to have you up here. What do you think about my little cabin in the woods?
It's a little weird.
Why is that? Is it the yellow?
I think you have a story to tell when I get the podcast equipment inside, because this is a little weird. I know how you were living, and now you're living like this, so something had to have happened.
A lot of stuff happened. Cuban doesn't end up in the woods for no reason.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to haul... Oh, wait, come here. I know you've done a lot of walking already, but now we got to walk... Now we got to walk back to my car, all right?
And you got to move it, too.
Why? No one's in that.
People are going to come home. That guy, he's got 2 fucking bloodhounds there. They're going to eat your whole fucking car. Just put the car over there.
I don't feel like moving. I'm not moving. All right, listen. So then we got to... I'll turn this portable unit off. Look at this.
That's not doing anything.
I don't even know if it's on.
Totally not. You're just talking to like 2 dum-dums in the woods.
Can you describe this? What is it?
Timmy McVeigh had one in the woods just like this.
And look.
No way.
Look at all this. That's the equipment that they gave me. And, it's a full setup, but it's really heavy. We don't have an engineer. We don't have a producer. Yeah. Literally, you got me. And that. So we're going to bring all that in and set it up proper, I guess.
There's the sticker that says property of Westwood One costs more than the headphones that are in it.
Hey, do you have a basketball? I see you got a basketball hoop over there.
That's not for you.
Why?
I tried, but no. But the thing is that there's mud right on the bottom of it,
right?
And then there's a rock. So if it hits it, the ball goes right in the woods, and you get a deer tick.
Wait, there's deer ticks around here?
God,
bro,
everywhere.
Here, let's walk around the outside of your cabin. Sure. I thought the tour of Carl's cabin would take a little longer than
so, it's quaint.
How many square feet is this for real?
A square foot.
This can't be more than...
It's 500 maybe.
Maybe 500 square feet.
450. It's like a New York City apartment.
I can't lie, Carl. I wanted to make fun of it. I kind of like it. There's a lot of opportunities to really break your neck on your in your backyard here.
So then you walk all the way through these leaves right here, and then if you walk all the way...
Wait, they like stuff like this. Walk. They like that. They like all the sounds.
This way past these big trees, and there's a little lake that I have access to.
Yeah.
So it's great. The well is right up there where that pipe is. The water's delicious here.
Wait, you got to get your own water?
It's a well, yeah. There's no nothing. This is a well and a septic tank. That's it.
So how do you take a shower?
A well has a pump, Opie.
No, I mean, how do you take
a
shower?
What are you, Thurston Howell?
Yeah.
Have you ever been...
How do you take a shower in your house?
It has a shower.
Yeah, but I don't get how, like, you get water from the well and then what?
It has a pump, a gravity-fed pump, and it shoots the water into the pipes like everything else. It has pressure like anything else.
All right, I got it.
So down that way is a blind kid camp.
Really?
Dude. The other day there was one just like totally blind, like
just wandering
and
around?
everybody comes out like, that way.
When I was growing up, we lived close to an old age home, and every once in a while, one would get away and start wandering down 25A.
Right, well, here's the blind kids. All of a sudden you get a random blinder.
Really?
Oh my God, and the people here, they don't get it. So they're yelling at him, making a kid go in circles because he's blind. So like, that way. The kid's going right into a bush because then he gets flustered. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, what else could you show me? I guess this is it for the cabin.
And the street's up that way, and then we can drive up the road, and there's a place called Picatinny Arsenal, which is one of the shadiest places you'll ever see. It's where they test all the firearms for the government. And there's a part that I figured out to go through the woods where you can see them where they test the rail gun from this giant gun that they put on tracks just in case. It's crazy.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Dude, it's its own city. You're not allowed to go in. They got helicopters. They got the crazy shit. Here's a rock.
Yeah, I see the rock. Yeah. It's a giant rock. I'm starting to think that maybe I should have listened to Tim Sabian.
What's that? About what?
About doing this proper in front of a live audience with our fans.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't the smartest thing.
With some A-list celebrities, the media, the Jumbotron.
They have a dog that's way too excited. He's like a 60-pound pit bull.
Really?
But he's the friendliest thing in the world, but you don't know that till you meet him.
Right.
So he just comes through the woods at 100 miles an hour at you. And he just wants to say hi. So the first day, I swear to God.
What's the scariest dog for you?
Rottweilers.
Yes.
They don't seem like to be. You can't reason with a Rottweiler.
Yes.
You know, they're drooly.
Right.
And they're bigger than a pit bull.
Yeah. Well, my number one is absolutely a German Shepherd.
You're scared of German Shepherds?
I got nipped on the inside of my left knee on a paper route when I was 12. I never got over it.
That doesn't sound very dramatic, Opie.
Huh?
That's not dramatic.
Well, it knocked me off my. Well, I was riding my.
You lost your balance. It wasn't the dog. You got nervous.
I was riding my.
You got the wobbling steering wheel. You know when you're a little kid and your steering wheel starts going 100 miles an hour because you're all scared.
Actually, I got a story about my sister that did just that.
No shit.
Yeah, we were delivering penny savers, which is
high-speed wobbles.
We were the only ones that delivered penny savers that we actually delivered them to houses. Everyone else we knew, they took their penny savers that day and dumped them somewhere, and then went and had a good time because no one gives a crap if their penny saver didn't show up. So my sister and I shared the route, and we only had one bike because we were really poor.
Right.
And my parents would drop us off. I don't know. She was like 12. No, how old was she? Whatever. She was like 16, I think, and I was 10. And my parents would drive us miles for this penny saver route, and then we'd have to ride the bike home. And my sister is a panicky Pete, and we're going down this really large hill, and she just panics and realizes that she doesn't know how to ride a bike anymore for some reason.
And the high-speed wobble sets in.
You brought back the memory, and then
slow motion death.
And then the wobble happened, and then I wobbled to the left, wobbled to the right, and then wobbled back off to the right. Fucked up my knee so bad, screaming bloody murder. We had to knock on neighbors' doors until someone answered, and then
a different way of growing up.
And then they would call our parents, and then they came
injured till someone helped you.
Yeah, of course.
Saw this? We built this. We put this.
What is this?
Solar powered, right here. So this is a motion light.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I know what a motion light is.
I thought it was a good idea to have this motion light, but now when I'm in the cabin and it goes off at 2 in the morning, I know there's a giant monster animal out here. Whoa. So it's unsettling because when that light turns on,
right,
next thing you know, there's a blackbird. He's just playing with himself, like just looking at you. Because they love this big window here.
Well, and this big window, this is how this started when I walked up to your cabin. They love sounds on podcasts. That's not too sturdy, man.
A bear will go right through it.
Right through that shit.
Through it.
So anyway, German Shepherds are my number one scary dog.
Rottweilers than Dobermans because they're fast.
We got one in our building. It's a guard dog, German Shepherd. Every time I get in the elevator with it, it's like I'm 12 years old again, getting bit in the left knee. I panic.
I don't think the dog really bit you. I got to put you up for investigation. You might have just fell off the bicycle. You might have just got scared.
No.
This feels like a scared story.
No. And the funny thing is, I'm trying to tell my son, who's scared of all dogs, not to be scared of dogs. And then we're in the elevator. and that German Shepherd comes in.
Right.
He now looks at me, my son, who's only 7, and goes, "Dad, I thought I'm not supposed to be scared of dogs." He could see the fear in my face.
Oh my God, that's the worst. You want your coffee?
Yeah, let's. I think we did it as far as like the walk up to Carl's cabin. Now I'm going to turn the portable unit.
I got soda, pickles, and chocolate cookies, and I got salami from Italy that they brought me. And 2 Bud Lights.
Wow, you're rocking out here.
Yeah, dude, I'm loaded for bear.
All right, listen. I'm going to turn off the portable unit.
How can they look you in the face and give you that? Seriously, Opie. Nobody chuckled. Nobody was like, "Here, dick." Like nothing. This is the equivalent of wearing a "kick me" sign on the back of your fucking shirt.
I'm a sick person, though, because I love this.
You do love this.
I love this.
You love that, like, starting from the bottom shit, man.
Yes, because that's the deal. So that's what I was trying to explain to Westwood One. I'm like, I don't need all the flashiness and all that stuff. I want to start from nothing.
Well, you nailed it. You know, because for me to make fun of you in a house like this, it's got to be bad, Opie.
I want to start from nothing, and then I want to.
Yeah, you did.
I want to build this in front of everybody.
Dude,
that's my goal.
Battery is building it by 100%.
Well, speaking of that, I keep looking. I think we only have a couple more minutes left on this battery.
Where's that from? My phone lasts all day.
I got doors out. Look at the back of this thing. Don't touch it.
It looks so heavy.
I'm panicking.
Opie has 3 buttons. This thing is not working. I don't believe any of this. I think you're just up here having fun.
Well, so we'll turn this off.
Yeah, let's turn that off. Or it'll turn off by itself.
And then I got to figure out how the other equipment works. We're going to set it up. Let me think. Should we set it up over here? Or should I set it up over here?
I would say over here.
Let me see your bathroom before I turn this off.
Not ready yet. I gotta clean it.
What do you mean not ready?
I gotta clean it. I just made a mess in there. Let me clean it.
I'm not allowed in your bathroom?
Not yet.
I just drove an hour to get here. I got to take a leak.
You can pee. Look at this. There's 14 acres. Go pee on a little bit on each tree like a crazy dog.
All right, you're collecting more garbage. All right, I'm here. I'm at Carl's cabin for the first episode of the Opie Radio podcast. Now we're going to go and bring in the real equipment and sit down What is this?
What do you mean?
You don't even have furniture in this place.
What is these 3 pieces? These are exclusive pieces from IKEA. Look at this beautiful red table.
What is that?
What are you talking about? That's not furniture. What is it?
Are those chairs from the old Yankee Stadium?
No, they're from my restaurant. They're from Marie's.
Well, that bombed. I mean, he actually answered me. You know, when they...
See, this is my closet. You can open her up.
You know when they demolish an old stadium and you had these old wooden... Oh, why am I explaining it? It looks like a chair that you would have sat to watch Babe Ruth play baseball. This is it?
This is my closet.
Bro, what happened? Are you going to tell me what happened?
Everything.
You're going to tell me everything? Okay. I'm walking into your bathroom because I got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, wait. Don't you dare.
For real?
I'm anal. I got to clean it first.
How are you anal living like...
Because my bathroom is important.
All right, I'm turning this off for real. Let's go get the rest of the equipment.
Go get your equipment.
You won't even notice that we turned this off because it'll be a quick edit to us sitting down at this table. So...
I bought you Dunkin' Donuts.
I see the Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you. I'm a big fan of D&D. All right.
Opie Radio.
What the fuck?
The Opie Radio podcast.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I'm confused.
No, I make fun.
All right, we're back.
I hated that.
All right, we're back with the Opie Radio Show.
All right, well, we set up the equipment. We're in Carl's cabin in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey, a lot of woods. And you just explained to me that there's like 10 miles to our left where no one could build, right?
No, this is a Fanley State Park.
So it's kind of creepy out here.
Well, it's creepy if you're a creep.
It's creepy, but it's quiet. It's peaceful. With my my meditation that I like to do. Maybe I could like sit on that log after we're done and just do like 20 minutes of meditation. You want to do some meditation with me?
I got to be honest about that log.
What?
I sat on that log.
Yeah?
There's like 19 beetles on my back in like 5 seconds.
Really?
I hate outside. I just like looking at it.
Do you have those fire ants out here?
There's all kinds of ants.
Yeah?
There's like an army of ants.
Really?
Wherever you stand there, ants tell the other ants, and in 10 minutes, the whole floor is black.
They're crawling up your leg?
It's awful.
That log looks very peaceful. I want to sit on that.
Giant beetles with horns on them in that thing.
Yeah, not good. But I think the equipment works. I had to set this whole thing up.
Right.
I hope people understand where I was with my career and where I'm now at.
Night and day.
I feel like when I first got into radio, I had to do some of that portable DJing to make ends meet, and I had to get equipment from this guy's house, his garage. He would set up a kit like the kit I just brought over to you,
right?
And then I would have to bring this kit to like a restaurant or some kind of hall and set it up and be like a party DJ, and that's how I made ends meet. And then at the end of the night, I had to bring all the equipment back to this guy's garage and drop it off. So I kind of feel like that's where I'm at again in my life. I got to actually set up a radio show in mobile locations.
I don't think this equipment's much different than the ones that you had back then.
No, of course not.
There's nothing digital on this machine.
Nothing. You were just looking around.
I'm looking at this thing. It looks like it should be in a Russian satellite from the 60s.
Oh, be careful. You went into the red. We got meters.
It's got a meter.
We got meters.
This thing looks like a Geiger counter.
I got to be honest. I deserve this. I deserve this.
This is karma.
I was getting a little too comfortable with everything where I would stroll in. I would have all these producers. I was doing radio with professionals.
Yes.
Not that you're not a professional, Carl. You understand what I'm trying to say here. And I had engineers, so if anything went wrong, they would run in and fix everything. And now we don't have any of those things. I don't have a producer. We don't have a producer. We don't have anything.
I'm not even supposed to be on the radio.
Why?
I'm a cook. How many bad decisions can you make in a row?
Actually, that's where I find the good people.
You do.
Just regular people that know how to be funny. And it's
pretty, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't describe it as pretty.
Tread lightly, Opie.
I would describe it as very quaint.
I'll take quaint.
Very
don't look down like that. I hate the way you're looking down. That's not a nice.
Is that a linoleum floor?
Those are custom tiles from the 60s.
They're custom tiles.
Yes, those are hand cut to be put there. That's when plastic first started.
Yeah,
that's artisanal.
And is your whole cabin kind of sliding into the woods? Because I noticed there's a decline, a dramatic decline from the front door to your bedroom.
Because of my weight problem, I am very gravity sensitive, and I do walk faster towards the bedroom than I do towards the kitchen.
Yeah, you're walking downhill in this part.
I don't think you should point things out like that. I think it's mean to be at someone's home.
I enjoy it.
I know.
I'm enjoying it so far. I do like the quaintness of it.
It is very quaint.
But it seems like it's a cabin right out of one of those teenager slasher movies.
Oh, everything.
Right.
Oh, yes. Right. Oh, yes. One of my city friends came here, and he has no filter.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he goes, "This is the worst effing place. I want to leave right now." He goes, "There's so many ghosts in there, I can't even fit."
Really?
Yeah, he felt the ghost energy in here.
No,
Yes.
I believe in that shit.
He believes there's ghosts in here.
Really?
He thinks someone was killed in here.
No, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean,
that I wouldn't be surprised because that's a plexiglass window. That window has been replaced.
Someone jumped out of there with a knife in their back.
Of course. And the landlord's like, I'll just put a plexiglass window up for the next guy.
Time to put it back on Zillow.
Right. I'll tell you that at night, this cabin has to have a much different feel.
Yeah.
During the day, it's all bright and cheery, and you look out this window, you can see a deer or a black bear at any moment. And then at night, man, every noise has got to freak you out. It has to.
It's a 200-foot walk from the car to the cabin.
And it's pitch dark, right?
It's a different type of dark. It's like you're blind dark.
Oh.
And things just make noise out there. And you're like, what is that? And I swear, I am a nervous wreck. I shake to open the door. I got my phone lying there. I dropped the phone. The other day, I dropped my phone outside. I left it outside. I was so scared. I left my phone outside and just went to sleep.
See, I'm breaking you down. This is what I'm good at, breaking you down. You're like, no, Ope, you're going to love this place. It's so cool. You're scared of darkness.
I hate it here. This is the worst decision I ever made in my life. The woods is bullshit.
I hate it here. So I think we got to tell the people how we know each other and a little of your history, Carl.
Sure.
Because we never went through that on the old radio show at that satellite company.
Oh, we don't talk about them.
I had a good time there.
I'm sure you did in the hallway. Do you mind if I open this beer up?
No, let's do that. So what kind of beer you got today?
This is Founders CBS, Michigan guys.
Yeah.
Founders Brewery. They're unbelievable. So this is an Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
So it's nice and heavy. With chocolate and coffee.
I don't like stouts.
I'll drink the whole thing. I'm so nervous up here. I'll drink this whole thing.
Look at me. I don't like
I'm
it.
kind of upset that I got to share it.
You only have one beer.
Well, it's a giant beer.
Yeah.
And I was hoping you'd say no, but now you want to drink them. I don't know.
No, I'll check it out for real.
All right, let's try.
I'm not sure if I actually like stouts. I don't know why. Do you like stouts?
This is one of the best beers in the world.
And what makes a beer a stout?
Oh, I don't know.
You really don't know?
Yeah, it's a style. It's a really cool style.
Yeah.
Lloyd.
What fraternity did you get these cups from?
I got these at the dollar store.
Okay.
They're red plastic cups.
They're wonderful. There should be a fraternity logo on the side of this cup.
What the hell's wrong with you? You just came up here and just shit on everything that I have.
I can't shit on the fact you got plastic cups.
These are biodegradable in a couple hundred years.
All right.
Huh? Try that.
Whoa. Yeah. That is smooth for real, man.
So here's the problem with starting to get talking about beers.
Yeah.
People that are beer nerds are the same as like Trekkies or Star Wars people, or they're so nerdy into this that I tread lightly.
Right.
And I try to stay away from the beer craft craze because the people are out of their minds. They're out of their minds. Jehovah Witness crazy.
Right.
So I know a couple good beers that I like, but usually I drink light beers. Like we were talking the other day, right?
Yeah.
I like 70s style lagers and pilsners.
Like Schlitz?
Like Schlitz.
Old Milwaukee.
Old Milwaukee.
PBRs.
Right, because I drink bourbon.
Yeah.
And I just use beer as a lubricating agent so that I can get drunk and fall asleep out here in the wilderness.
And forget about your problems.
Oh, man, they don't go away anymore. There's too many. There is too many. My life is awful right now.
We will get to why Carl's living in a cabin.
I just look at my Instagram like 6 months later before. I'm like, oh, that was good.
Yeah. Well, people make fun of me because I like a little fruit in my beers, a little bit, right? The grapefruit beer.
Right.
Yeah, I really do like, a little lemon and whatnot. But I do have to tell you this. I like those same beers as you do.
Yeah.
The old school.
Like the old Olympia beers, Jenny's.
Well, because it brings back memories of like you're with your boys. You're not really allowed to drink yet. So someone sneaks a 6-pack and it's always a cheap beer and you go in the woods and you drink. So when I taste like an old Milwaukee or a PBR, Schlitz, it brings you right back to being in the woods looking at some dumb Playboy magazine.
Yeah, like I did
wondering what
yesterday.
tree you're going to whack off behind. That was Tuesday.
Good old Tuesday.
Right.
But let me tell you something. Another thing that I love about cheap beers is I drink at a high rate of speed. I like to chug beers.
Do you really?
Yeah. So
you don't like enjoying a beer?
I'm enjoying the hell out of it at 100 miles an hour.
When you're chugging it?
Oh, because it's so refreshing and crisp.
Right. All right. I get that.
Like usually, look at me. Usually my salt content's through the roof. So I'm always thirsty.
Yeah.
Right? So I take a little shot of Jim Beam. And then all of a sudden I get this ice cold out of a cooler. There's nothing better. Real ice.
Yeah.
And you crack that beer and you do half of it, one shot. Oh my God.
I can't do that.
I know you can't. I've been with you long enough.
Anyway, first burp on the new podcast.
There you go. Wow, write that one down.
Boo, 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 boo. Opie Radio. Boo, 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 boo. Boom, 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 boom. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo,